All right, folks, let's write this critique paragraph. Like I said, we're going to write it over Perrault's Cinderella, and we're going to make this an analysis paragraph. So let's assume, yeah, type that. If I type it, you type it. So we're going to assume we've written those paragraphs. So we're going to our critique paragraph, which is going to follow the ACE format. I know you know, but I need a reminder to confirm you know. What does the A stand for? Everyone, what does the A stand for? The C. Everyone, the C. The E. I also know that I'm going to need a transition sentence. You can call it a taste paragraph. You know what? I'm going to get there, though. I don't know what the transition sentence is going to look like. Do you know why? Because I haven't written the paragraphs above and below it. I just put that word transition in there to remind myself I need to write a transition. So a question that we ask ourselves without verbalizing, but we always ask ourselves is, now what? Now, what do I write next? Right? You could start with the transition, but again, you don't know what comes before and after, so why? You could start with the assert, but here's the problem. The assert sentence acts as the almost like the summary of the paragraph's main message. So if you don't know the paragraph's main message, I don't recommend you start with it. Is that a I like that. And that's what we're going to do. So recommendation is start with a cite and then find the quotations that you're going to explain. Yeah, that's a good place to start. So I decided ahead of time that we're going to write about the contrast, the way Bonnie Cullen contrasts Perrault's Cinderella and Dolnois. And first period, we looked for some paragraphs that make that contrast, and we found paragraphs 8 and 9. So go in the text to paragraph 8. And I just want to show you a spiffy trick that Canvas allows you to do. So you can highlight a paragraph, and then you can do the right-click thing, or you can press Command-C or Control-C and copy it, right? And then you can paste it here, but here's the problem. If you just straight up paste it, it's going to be a mess. The clever thing that the people at Canvas did is they figured out, okay, we can copy this text, and then you go to where it says paste, right? Paste, keep text only, boom, and there we have the words. So do that with paragraph 8, and then do that with paragraph 9. All right, let me get you hooked up with this. Close, administer test, administer new test. So reading and sentence skills. Give me just 30 more seconds, folks. All right, this should work. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do. Maybe we'll make up a new number for you. All right, I'm going to go to paragraph 9. I'm going to copy paragraph 9. Copy and then do the keep text only, bang. Turn your laptops around to show me that you've figured out how to copy and paste. So this skill of like copying from weird documents, PDFs especially, it's going to come in handy for later. Did you get paragraph 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to be able to copy and paste. It's just going to help you. Got it? that what it shows? All right. All right. We have probably 60 words here. That's too much for our quotation. Far too much. So we need to figure out what are the most important words, the ones that like we're probably going to quote, the 10 or so. Between the two paragraphs, highlight the most important words. Underline them, bold them, highlight, whatever you want to do. But figure out what the most important words are and mark them. We got some words over here. All right, bold or highlight the ones you're going to quote. All right, keep going. Recommend you not highlight as much, only because like figure out what are the in those sentences, figure out what are the what 7 or 2 or 5 most important words. All right, to fill you in, open up a Word document.
Okay.
And whatever I have up there, just type it.
Type it out.
Who needs 20 more seconds? All right, you just keep working. Everyone else, share with each other the words that you highlighted, identified. Go. Different lady. Okay, yeah. What you got?
I had these last two sentences, but on the board says
All right, good folks. Let's bring it back together. You don't have to have highlighted what I highlighted. It's fine if you pick different words. You just don't want to underline like entire sentences. So we have the words that we're going to study, compare, write about. Now we need to write about them. If you follow this pattern, it's going to help you compose quality critique. Oh, I took your chair, didn't I? Okay. It's going to help you compose quality critique paragraphs because it forces you to study the author's words. So given this set of words, now I'm going to write the explain and make the comparison. And just know this, your explain doesn't have to be that good. What I want it to be, though, is thorough, long. Like we're going to have 4 minutes to write. I want you to write at least 100 words. Maybe I'll give you 5 minutes. Anyways, I want you to write a lot. Comparing Donois' Cinderella with Perrault's. I'm going to type while you type. Do you have any questions? All right. Create your explain. Try to get at least 100 words. 5 minutes. Ready, set, go. Okay, it's fine. I just have to re-enter my info. There you go. Thank you. Okay, there. Grab that seat. Take another 30 seconds. Just finish up. There he is. Here you go, dude. You don't need to go anywhere. Finish up whatever sentence you're on. All right, let's make a game of it. Told you to type 100 words. Highlight the words so that Microsoft Word will count them for you. Here, for instance, I highlighted my words, and it says I have 154. Highlight them. And I have leftover candy from the SAT class. So, who's got over 100? So the source of the candy is kind of fun. Amazon has these boxes. You just buy the box. You have no idea what candy is going to be in it. It's just a box of candy. So SAT students got some of this. And now you get the spoils, the rest. Oops, sorry. I guess I could have passed the box around. Yeah, highlight, highlight. And the word count should appear at the bottom of the screen. You don't see it? Go to spelling and grammar check, wherever that is. I mean, you got 100 at least. All right. For those who typed a significant amount, more than 2 sentences, did you find that you're actually typing your whole paragraph? Did anybody else find that? Surely more than a few. You follow this process. You put it over there. You follow this process where you identify the words that matter, the words you're going to quote, and then you start writing about them. And it just often you'll end up writing the whole paragraph in the explain portion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out explain. I'm going to put this paragraph down here. Whoops. And we're going to look at it and just see how to organize it, right? So the assert sentence, right here. The cite, right here. The explain, right here. I couldn't think of a good concluding sentence, so I just wrote that, and we'll come back to it later. Either way we slice it, this is a good start for the paragraph. And even if your paragraph isn't that good, it's tremendously better than a blank screen. So you want to have like bursts of writing where you just get some stuff done, write as much as you can, as fast as you can, because then you can come back to it and make some changes, right? So let me show you a potential change you have to make. For the first and second period classes, I wrote a bad assert sentence. So I'm going to show you what I wrote. I wrote, Cullen contrasts the two versions of Cinderella to Show how different they are. So the first part of the sentence works. It's fine. But the second part of the sentence, to show how different they are, is vague. Incomplete. Let's say you have a vague or incomplete section to your paragraph. So what? Just go back and fix it, right? Because I made that mistake, I actually made it both first and second period. Because I made that mistake first and second period, I knew I needed to correct it when I wrote this assert sentence. So I added that. Show how Perrault, let me make it more obvious. Yeah, I added that. Perrault creates a less assertive, less feminist version of the character. That's more specific than show how different they are. If I just put an apple here and an orange here on the desk, like you would see that they're different. But the top assert sentence gives just a more precise statement. Okay, so let's proceed. The words I quote, I'm going to put in bold. So I quoted, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 words, but I broke up the quotation and put my own words in. Like I wove my own words into the quotation. So I'm only quoting the most important words. If you can do this, you're moving in the right direction. Does seeing this example help you see how to break up quotations? Who says yes? Okay. Who could benefit from more practice breaking up quotations? Got a few hands. A few. Okay. Okay. And then in my explain, so in the cite portion, I just went one person after the other. So Cullen mentions D'Aulnoy first. Boom, there's the D'Aulnoy sentence or sentences. She mentions Perrault second, so I got my Perrault sentences second. Now here, I knew I needed to like talk about these two characters together, and so I mentioned them together right here. One represents this, the other one represents that. One represents this, the other represents that. So that the reader can see how the yellow portion supports the blue portion. So the green portion, the explain, helps us see how the yellow portion, the cite, supports the blue portion, the assert. And that's what a critique sentence should look like. I mean, a critique paragraph should look like. I've done a lot of talking. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to turn this mic thing off in a moment, but I do want to check. Well, you're going to have some practice time, but before the practice time, I do want to check how helpful was it to see this process of writing a critique paragraph? Like 1, not helpful at all. 5, very helpful. Show me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's just a 2, hold up a 2. I'm fine with that. Okay, that's good to know. I will save this in the modules section, and then this YouTube video, assuming that the audio works, I will save it below so that you can check both out. Any other questions? All right. I don't have time to edit. It's like this is going to be in the video because I don't have time to edit. Once I train my kids to edit for me, then I'll. Yeah. I need more subs. I need more subs.